Hi there guys, this is Benjamin here and welcome to How to Succeed in Solo Ads Part 8. In this training video, I'm going to continue where we left off from Part 7, whereby I'm going to share with you guys how to integrate AWeber with Optin Dojo. If you guys can see from my screen over here, what happens is, when it comes to solo ads, usually we will test different vendors, alright, in terms of their clicks. Now, if you ask me what is the minimum number of clicks you should be purchasing, I would say a minimum of at least 300 clicks. Alright, there's no point for you to purchase 100, 200 clicks from any vendors if you really want to test the effectiveness of their clicks. So, whenever you are purchasing clicks, all these clicks from different vendors A, B, C, D, E will all move into the same squeeze page over here. Alright, and this squeeze page, I've also shared with you guys in one of the previous part of this tutorial training series on what kind of squeeze pages will convert well in terms of the opt-in rate when it comes to solo ads traffic. Now, simultaneously, once your traffic has opted in, that is where you will go into our AWeber Leadpages leads list. Alright, as per shown over here, this is the particular list that I have created for one of my newer students. Now, subsequently, what continues? That is where your email marketing campaigns will start in terms of email marketing broadcasts or email marketing automation messages. Now, from here, don't bother about these two words first. Alright, that is where you get any form of sales. And from there, we are going to separate them into different buyers lists. Okay, buyers list A, B, and C. Alright, now the question is, what does AWeber really track? AWeber, being our main email marketing software, what they track will be your individual emails open rates and click-through rates. Of course, there'll be other things like the bounce rates, the unsubscribe rates, complaint rates. All these are important, but what I'm trying to say is in terms of the sales performance, what they will only track is the individual emails open rates. OR stands for open rate, and CTR stands for click-through rates. However, what does Optin Dojo track? Now, Optin Dojo will track the respective vendor's leads performance. If you look into this diagram over here again, remember that all these different vendors, okay, I'm just using 5 as an example, you could have 10 or 20 vendors that you have tested, they're all going to the same squeeze page and they're all entering into the same list within your AWeber account. However, since AWeber only track the emails open rates and click-through rates, even if the email is doing well in terms of open rates or click-through rates, you do not know the leads that are really performing well originated from which vendor. So that is where Optin Dojo is helping you to track the respective vendors' leads performance, even though they're all jumbled up into the same list over here. Secondly, Optin Dojo will also help you to track if you have any form of sales. The sales originated from which vendor? Alright, this is also very important. Okay, because whenever there's any sales, that means on top of being responsive to your emails, these vendors are providing leads that have potential buyers in their list. And this is very important. Now, the third most important part of Optin Dojo is they will help you to segment your leads into different buyers lists. Now guys, in fact, one of my students actually asked me to do up a YouTube series on the whole functionality of Optin Dojo, which honestly speaking, Optin Dojo is all along the secret weapon to succeed with email marketing using solo ads. I already shared with you guys, this is the software to use if you really wish to succeed with solo ads via email marketing. I know a lot of you guys are interested into embarking with affiliate marketing using email marketing strategy. Why? Because email marketing is something that you literally do not need to show your face. You just need to draft out emails. You just need to check certain statistics. And from there, you can still work from home, eventually replacing your 9-to-5 income, earning a 5-digit or even 6-digit income every single month. However, a lot of people lose money when it comes to solo ads purchase. It is not uncommon, alright? It is not uncommon to see people investing tens of thousands into solo ads and their revenue is barely 1-2,000. So their ROI is always in the negative 80%, negative 70%, or even negative 90%. The reason is because they do not fully utilize the functionality within Optin Dojo, especially in terms of segmenting the buyers list. I've stressed this many times throughout all my different training series, that the real money is in the buyers list. Alright, it is not in the list. The money is not in the list. The real money is in the buyers list. Because only through your buyers list will you be able to start scaling your sales performance, scaling your revenue, promoting certain mid-ticket offers, eventually promoting high-ticket offers to your email list. Alright guys, so if you are using solo ads, but you are not using Optin Dojo, unless you have a very, very large email list, that means to say you have been spending hundreds of thousands to build up a few 100,000 of email lists and you're forever promoting low-ticket offers, yes, I would say that you can make it. But if you're trying to use the minimum capital, all right, the most minimum capital in order to start seeing positive ROI, then you really need to utilize Optin Dojo and from there, learn how to promote mid and high ticket offers to your buyer's email list. Okay, guys? So in conclusion, I do not want to do any form of full training series when it comes to Optin Dojo. However, for those of you guys who subscribe to Optin Dojo via my link in the description box below, I'm giving you guys a free complimentary 30 minutes one-on-one Zoom session with me to share with you the entire functionality within Optin Dojo. Now let's talk about how exactly to draft out an email within AWeber and at the same time how to integrate it with your Optin Dojo account. So going back to the correct list over here, Leadpages leads. All right, I'm going to create some automation messages for this newer student of mine. So over here, I'm going to click on campaigns. Then click on create campaign. I'm going to use a blank campaign. Okay, I will use start a campaign when someone is added to your list on subscribe. Click on that. Then from here, the trigger is already on. So we will start a campaign upon anyone who subscribed to this list here. All right, Leadpages leads. Then I'm just going to double click it. All right, so immediately when anybody subscribe, I want AWeber to help me to send out this email instantly. So over here, click on that and I will choose drag and drop email builder. So I have certain templates for all my Done For You Mentorship Program members, whereby my team is going to set up 45 days of email sequence on their email campaigns. All right, so even if you have an existing AWeber account like this student of mine, or you already have an existing Getresponse account, or any other email autoresponders, we can help you to do up all these email marketing campaigns, 45 days worth of emails, and at the same time to help you to integrate it with your Optin Dojo account. So over here, the subject that we are going to use is this one. A very warm welcome, all right, with an emoji there. All right, you see that this is the entire interface of AWeber. So we are going to move our mouse, just hover it to click here. On the right, you will see this delete button. So delete that away because we don't need that. Next will be this horizontal line, we call it a line break. All right, hover it over here again, and then click on the delete button. Same thing over here, hover, delete. So all we need is just this particular portion here. So in this portion, I'm just going to copy whatever is in our template. And from there, I'm just going to paste it over here. All right, so this is the first template, which is the welcome email. So I'm going to do all this tidying up. Okay, so my student's name is called Max. Next, I'm going to highlight this entire portion. I'm going to change the font size to 18. All right, and for this one, I'm going to change it to Arial. Done. All right, so this bonus is something that my newer student has to come up on his own. So what happens is we're just going to uncheck this entire link here because this link is my bonus. And with my bonus, of course, it comes with my own link. So it will not benefit my newer student here. All right, now let's do a preview and test. So we're going to turn on the mobile preview. So this is how it will look like on mobile mode. Okay, pretty neat and tidy. So click on back to editor again. Now, over here, I'm going to put in the HTML code to track the open of this email. The way to do that is very simple. Head back to your Optin Dojo account, go under the funnels. And from here, we are going to choose the funnel that we have created, which is Leadpages leads. Click on that. Click on email tracking setup. When it comes to selecting your autoresponder, of course, we're going to choose AWeber. As you guys can see within Optin Dojo, there are so many different autoresponders that you can use to integrate it with. All right, and the list goes on and on. Okay, in terms of email opens, now you see over here, there's this email open tracking for an automated follow-up sequence. They also have email open tracking for a broadcast email, correct? So the one that we are doing here is this thing called automation messages. So we're going to obtain the HTML code, or say the pixel, from this automated follow-up sequence. And the number of emails that we're going to create is 45. So click on Get Pixel. So this is the pixel to put in the HTML code of email 1. So I'm going to click on this pixel, heading back into our AWeber account. So now over here, I'm going to choose this option, all right, this one that looks like an envelope. Click on that. Now this is where it shows the entire source code of this email. So I'm going to scroll down all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to paste the code over here and click OK. So this is how it's going to integrate it with Optin Dojo, and Optin Dojo will start tracking the email opens of this email. All right, now for the email link, I'll leave it to the second message, which I'll show you guys shortly, because this is just a welcome email. There is no links at all to promote any product. All right, so click on Save and Exit. So now this first email has been completed. Next, we need to click on Wait, double click it again. Now by default, this wait function will perform the next action just 1 day after the previous action. And that is what we want. Of course, you can choose different durations in terms of the minutes, hours, days, weeks, or even months. All right, so let's just keep it to 1 day. Then I'm going to double click this again, and this is where we're going to send the second message 1 day after we have sent this welcome message. All right, so we need to say, if your subscribers subscribe on Monday, on Tuesday, they will receive this message. Okay, so again, let's repeat the process. Drag and drop email builder. Right, and I'm going to delete away this one, delete away this one, and delete away this one. As per what I showed you guys just now, this is the subject line for the second email. I'm going to copy this whole thing. Okay. Right, max. Again, highlight the entire portion, and let's change the font size to 18. Okay, same thing, highlight the whole thing, and let's change this to Arial. Now, if your squeeze page has collected certain information like their first name, what you can do is hover over to this @ sign over here, click on subscribers info and choose first name. Okay, this is how you do it. Otherwise, just delete away the whole thing if you do not wish to address them by their name in case you did not collect their first name. So just leave it as it is here. So this is a perfect example of how I can show you guys in order to put in both the pixel as well as the email link within Optin Dojo. So heading back to Optin Dojo account, we're going to click on the pixel for email 2. So click on this. So again, head over to this envelope sign. All right, I call this the envelope sign. Then I'm going to insert this second pixel. Okay. Now coming to the email links. Okay, head back again to Optin Dojo account. And the email links, you can see that it automatically choose the default, which is pick and offer from the rotator. So leave it as it is. Let's copy this link. Highlight this entire portion, bold it, and insert the link. Make sure that the check mark is on. And this will be the second link. Bold it, hyperlink it. Save. All right, so this is how the second email has been drafted. After that, of course, if you want to, you can always click on preview and test. Again, turn on the mobile preview. This is how it looks like. All right, very neat and tidy. Back to editor. Click on save and exit. All right, shortly after I finish this recording and post it on YouTube, I think that is where my PA is going to come in just in time, and she will complete the rest of the 45 days email for this student of mine. Okay, because today is the day that we're supposed to pass back everything to this student. Now, assuming that you only have these 2 messages, or assuming you already completed all the messages that you want, but just keep on adding the wait button as well as the send message button, then click on save and exit. Bearing in mind, once you click on save and exit, over here, this campaign is untitled. Okay, you can always edit it again. And over here, click on the pencil icon and put down there 45 days email sequence. And click on the check mark. Okay, save and exit again. All right, now the status is under draft. So all you need to do is to click on this button and to start activating it. Right? If you do not activate it and just leave it on draft, this email campaign will not work at all. So this is how you integrate Optin Dojo with AWeber. Very simple. Just insert the pixel as well as the relevant email link. Now this is something that will facilitate you a lot, especially when you are trying to change offers every now and then. All you need to do is to change that offer within Optin Dojo, and all your email campaigns, all your email broadcasts, automatically the offer will change accordingly. There's no need for you to go back to individual emails and change that particular link one by one. Okay, that is the functionality of a tracking software anyway. So guys, in the next recording, I'm going to show you guys how to integrate Optin Dojo with your Warrior Plus account.